UFC Saudi Arabia is officially over. Nassourdine Imavov shocks the world and knocks out Israel Adesanya. I mean, no one saw this coming. In the preview video, I said Israel Adesanya is going to dominate Nassourdine Imavov, and it looked like that was going to happen until the second round. Imavov lands a beautiful right hand, drops Adesanya, then finishes him off with ground and pound. I mean, this fight was insane. It only lasted 2 rounds, but it looked like, man, Israel Adesanya's back. He looked like the old Adesanya, like the one that fought Robert Whittaker the first fight, landing a ton of leg kicks, a lot of body kicks, and his counter-striking was actually working. There was an exchange that happened. Imavov landed like a left hook. Adesanya's backed up against the cage and then landed a beautiful counter right hook, and you're like, oh my God, Adesanya's back. He looked good. And then in the second round, Imavov just marches forward. His speed is so insane. Like, I got to take back everything I said. Imavov always looks tired. But when he dropped Adesanya, I mean, that right hand came out so fast. I literally was like, that didn't just happen, did it? He dropped Adesanya with a right hand, then finishes him off actually with a left uppercut while he's like dropping to the ground, then finish him off with ground and pound. Mark Goddard stopped the fight. I mean, I can't believe this just happened. I am so shocked. I feel bad for Adesanya. And like, I don't even know how this happened, because it's like, Adesanya used to have this aura about him where it was like people were scared to fight him. He was like undeniable. His kickboxing was phenomenal. He had knockout power, knocked out Robert Whittaker, knocked out Paulo Costa, went to like long wars, with Jared Cannonier, Marvin Vettori. It's crazy that Nassourdine Imavov just did that. And then you look at the DDP fight. How did DDP not finish Israel Adesanya? Maybe, it was just the fighter, but Israel Adesanya's chin is gone. I don't know how Nassourdine Imavov just knocked him out with one right hand. And it's crazy because the entire first fight, I am not joking to you, Nassourdine Imavov couldn't take him down. He couldn't land really any combinations. He couldn't stop the leg kicks. Like, in the first round, Adesanya owned Imavov. Like, there was nothing Imavov did in the first round besides landing the left hook when Adesanya was against the cage, where you're thinking, and the uppercut. He also landed an uppercut, like a blitzing right uppercut. Besides those 2 punches, Adesanya owned the entire 5 minutes of that first. Then the second round happens. Imavov just comes out, boom, right hand, drops Adesanya. I mean, I feel so bad for Adesanya. I mean, he's like that fighter like Kamaru Usman, Volkanovski, where like, man, he owned like that 2019 to 2023 era. Like, he just like owned that entire era. Now he's like gone, losing now 4 of his last 5 fights, right? Like, I mean, oh man, I feel so bad for Israel Adesanya. Shout out to Nassourdine Imavov. I feel so bad. I take back everything I said in the preview video. I literally just crapped on Nassourdine Imavov for 15 minutes, and oh my God, him knocking out Adesanya just put him in title contention. And that's what's going to happen. I mean, you'll probably have Khamzat Chimaev fight the winner of DDP and Sean Strickland, and then Imavov get next. But the fact that Imavov now has wins over Brendan Allen, Jared Cannonier, and Israel Adesanya, I mean, he's now in that top category. I feel so bad for Israel Adesanya. It was a great fight. Israel Adesanya looked good until he got knocked out. Even on the stat sheet, Israel Adesanya was 26 of 50 on significant strikes, landing 52% of his significant strikes. I mean, and he was stopping everything. I mean, Nassourdine Imavov didn't get a single takedown, and I thought that was his way of winning. He didn't, and he just knocks him out. Nassourdine Imavov knocked out Israel Adesanya. What a fight. I think for Israel Adesanya, man, I really just think his chin is gone. I think his aura is gone. I don't think people are really scared of him like he once was. I don't think Adesanya's counter-striking, I mean, he landed some great strikes in the first round, but if you can put him on his back foot and just bum rush him, I mean, Adesanya can't do nothing. He has like no power, apparently, when you bum rush him. Nassourdine Imavov, I mean, dude, shocked the world. I'd like to see Israel Adesanya take some time off. I'm still in disbelief that he just lost to Imavov. Maybe we see Israel Adesanya retire, you know? I mean, getting knocked out like this in the second round by a right hand, maybe this is it for him, you know? And it's crazy because in this fight, he looked so good. He was slim. He was heavy on his legs. He was playing, throwing leg kicks, constantly moving. And his takedown, he defended 3 takedown attempts by Imavov. You're thinking to yourself, he's back, right? Imavov completely destroys Israel Adesanya in the second round, lands a beautiful right hand. Imavov is next for the title. After Khamzat gets his title shot, Imavov is next, without a doubt. I don't think he should fight anymore. Him knocking out Israel Adesanya the way he did puts him in that next category. I mean, he could fight the loser of DDP and Sean Strickland. I don't think it matters. He is now next for title contention. For Adesanya, he might need to retire now. I can't believe I am saying this. He might have to retire because there's no way he's going back to title, right? Losing to Sean Strickland the way he did. Losing to DDP the way he did. Now losing to Nassourdine Imavov. Back-to-back finishes. This isn't a good picture for Israel Adesanya. I feel so bad for Israel Adesanya. But you know what? At any point, anybody can get knocked out. At any point, anybody can really fall off. And this might be it for Israel Adesanya. Look at Kamaru Usman. Look at Volkanovski. Look at Israel Adesanya. I mean, they're all in that same line where it's just like they were once that great champion. They were once undefeated and nobody touched them. And now they have no chin. I feel so bad. This was my recap of Adesanya versus Imavov. I feel so bad. Imavov, I'm sorry. Please accept my apology. I can't believe I doubted you this much. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.